Hi, good morning. This is Marianne, Tom, and Jim. We're here to talk to you about a study that's starting on September 4th of the Pentateuch, which is the first 5 books of the Old Testament. Well, studying the first 5 books of the Bible to me has made a big difference in my understanding of God, who God is, what God is, and how God works. A lot of us look at the Old Testament as an angry God, but when you study the Pentateuch, what you see is a God of love, a God of patience, and a God of forgiveness.
Because I saw for the first time how this was a part of the foundation of the entire Bible. And unless you really understood this, you didn't understand the whole Bible. Many times in the past I've been in classes where I said that if all I had was the Old Testament, I wouldn't believe in God. I can't say that anymore because I now see that this is a continuous story. I now see that the story of Jesus doesn't begin with Matthew and the Gospels. It begins with Genesis.
So this was a new trip for me, and I wanted to start learning. I had a desire to learn, and so this helped me understand how the Old and the New Testament ties together. And many things that are said in the Old Testament and the prophecies about what would happen in the New, I saw then how they were related to each other, and it really helped me with a good foundation of understanding how God and His people, what He wants for His people.
The format is we use the Bible itself, and we use a study guide, which was or has been written by Cindy Wheatley, and is a wonderful companion to what we read in the Word. The study guide is set up so that it presents an overview of the text, relationships and connections between the text we're reading and other parts of the Bible and history. And at the end, it has a couple of challenging questions, and we will be reviewing those questions, which will engage us in discussion more of not only what the Word says, but how it applies in our life.
Everybody in our class would contribute, ask questions, oftentimes questions that none of us really knew the answer to, but tried to answer them the best way we could. But it's a very open situation, and everybody feels free to talk, everybody feels free to ask questions, everybody feels free to say, I don't quite believe what you just said, and that's okay.
I formed some really good friendships in this group. We were able to laugh together, to talk, disagree with each other. We shared our thoughts, and that's one thing I really appreciated about the leadership that we had in this group, was that she was always open for people to share, and you never got shut off. And so even if we got off track, that was okay. We caught up and got back on track the next week. But I would really encourage anyone who has a desire to learn about God and how He instructed His people to get busy and get involved in this course.